Chairperson of the Disability Persons Organisation, Mary Ikupu, says people living with disabilities have a right, but it has to be made real in the sense that they have access to basic services like any other citizen. Ms. Ikupu pointed out the fact that many of the country's infrastructure and transport systems are not user-friendly to persons living with disabilities. She made these statements during a week-long training for trainers of data collection of people living with disabilities held at the Babaka village in the Rigo district of Central Province. Community Development Secretary Anna Solomon said the new social approach being undertaken is to remove barriers to ensure people living with disabilities are included in the community. Bakia reports.
The survey data collection training currently being held in Babaka village is aimed at ensuring proper data is available on people living with disabilities, with Central Province being the first to carry out such trainings. This will tend to assist authorities and the government to make policy decisions that can better assist and empower these people at the same time. During the opening of the training, Chairperson of the Disability Persons Organisation, Mary Ikupu, said the main concern for them is to have a right that is real and not just on paper.
For this very program now commences us with that making right real. We will be able to have data, and that data will help us to make our rights real.
The Provincial Administrator for Central Province, Gay Raga, said resources must be put into such causes to make sure this group of people are catered for in a proper manner. He emphasized the fact that people living with disabilities must not be used for other people's gains, but be included as part of society.
This is where the grassroots focus is all about. So let's not only, use these opportunities to come and just run courses, but let's also put our resources, everything there, to see that these very important people that have been marginalized, that have been forgotten, must be looked after, must be cared for, must be thought about. Let's not only use them in voting, let's not only use them as a number, but let's use them as people who can also contribute in the communities.
The Community Development Department, through Minister Delilah Gore, has passed a national policy on disability in Parliament, with the vision being to remove barriers and make rights real. Secretary Solomon said, as a nation, we have a social obligation to make accessibility easier for people with disabilities.
And the vision is remove barriers, make rights real. So for example, if you had a person with disability in your home, your own child, you will try to do things where it's easier for them to move around, to go to the toilet, it's easier for them to feed, it's easier for them to open the fridge. You as a parent will be doing that. That's at your home. Now we are talking about a whole country approach, where we start removing those barriers.
Ms. Solomon said previous approaches to taking care of people with disabilities did not work, and the current social model looks promising and is being pushed with the support of the government. Bakia, NBC National News, Port Moresby.